Beyond performance, the Audi just has that wow factor. Light shows when you walk up to it, a head-up display, keyless entry on all 4 doors. Small touches, but they add up to make you feel like you bought something genuinely special. The Acura counters smartly though, packing in adaptive cruise control and a 360-degree camera as standard features, stuff the Audi actually charges extra for. So now let's talk money, because this is where your practical brain and your emotional brain start arguing. The Acura ADX starts at $36,450, with a fully loaded A-Spec advanced trim landing around $46,050. The Audi Q3 starts higher at $44,995, and once you add every available package, you're looking at roughly $51,790. That's a difference of over $5,000. So which one should you actually buy? If you want the smarter financial decision. More space, more standard tech, and a comfortable, familiar driving feel, the Acura ADX makes total sense. But if you've spent years dreaming about owning something that feels genuinely premium, exciting, and special every single time you walk up to it, the Audi Q3 is very likely calling your name. After days of testing both back-to-back, the verdict leaned toward the Audi Q3, thanks to its stronger performance, more modern tech, and that undeniable luxury wow factor. But honestly, there's no wrong choice here. Both SUVs are excellent first steps into the luxury world, it just comes down to whether you're buying with your head or your heart. Imagine this, you just landed that big promotion. You're young, single, thriving, and honestly, you're tired of driving the same old reliable Honda or Toyota your parents helped you buy in college. It got you through everything, but now you want something that actually feels like a reward. So the question becomes, do you go with the familiar comfort of a Japanese brand stepping into luxury, or do you dive headfirst into the European experience? That's exactly the battle we're breaking down today, the 2026 Acura ADX versus the 2026 Audi Q3. Let's start inside the cabin, because first impressions matter. Slide into the Audi Q3 and it instantly feels more special. There's a sleek 12.8-inch infotainment screen paired with an 11.9-inch digital gauge cluster, and the whole dashboard has this avant-garde, futuristic vibe. But here's the catch, almost everything, including your climate controls, lives inside that touchscreen. No physical buttons, no knobs, just taps and swipes. Now step into the Acura ADX, and it's a completely different feeling. It's not as flashy, but it's harmonious. Physical buttons are exactly where you expect them, and the whole cabin just feels easier to live with day to day. The trade-off? The ADX's 9-inch screen feels noticeably smaller and less modern compared to the Audi's tech-forward setup. Space-wise, the Acura actually wins big. The second row is roomier, with impressive head and legroom for what's technically a subcompact SUV. So if you're regularly hauling friends around or taking road trips, the ADX has your back. The Q3 is cozier, still comfortable, but better suited for occasional passengers rather than a full squad every weekend. Now here's where things get really interesting, the actual driving experience. The Audi Q3 comes packing a 2.0-liter turbo 4 engine pushing out 255 horsepower and 273 lb-ft of torque, launching you from 0 to 60 in just 5.9 seconds. That's genuinely quick for a small SUV. It feels punchy, confident, and ready to attack on-ramps without hesitation. But there's a flaw, that 7-speed dual-clutch transmission can lurch awkwardly when it's cold, which basically means your morning commute might start with an unexpected jolt. The Acura ADX, meanwhile, runs a smaller 1.5-liter turbo 4 with 190 horsepower and 179 lb-ft of torque, hitting 60 miles per hour in 8.9 seconds, a full 3 seconds slower than the Audi. That's a massive gap if you're merging onto a busy highway. But what the ADX sacrifices in speed, it makes up for in comfort. Its suspension soaks up bumps beautifully, prioritizing a relaxed ride over sporty thrills. The catch here is the CVT transmission, which, while smooth and drama-free, can feel a bit lazy and unengaging compared to the Audi's quick-shifting setup.